Hi everyone, Kevin Annett again. Well, it's what some people call Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2018. What a year it's been. One more Pope going down the drain probably by next month. Anyway, December 24th, what brings this day to mind is when Maisie Shaw was murdered in 1946. You probably don't know about Maisie Shaw. She was a little native girl who was incarcerated against her will, like a lot of other kids, in the United Church so-called Indian Residential School in Port Alberni, British Columbia. And on the night of December 24th, Christmas Eve, when the church services were going on upstairs, this man, Principal Alfred Caldwell, murdered her, kicked her down a flight of stairs to her death because she was crying for her mother. Witnessed by Harry Nahani. Now, the reason you don't know about it is that story has been effectively concealed and censored out of your memory. But it is here in our book, Murder by Decree. You can get it at murderbydecree.com or amazon.com, along with my many other books. Reason we have to remember her today is because this is happening all over the world. I noticed from a friend in America, with the Catholic Church, there's this one priest who's boasting about all his Mayan boyfriends he has, little 10 and 11, 12-year-old boys, who he proudly claims are his boyfriends and his latest lovers. He posts that on his site, the Mayan mission site out of Lansing, Michigan. And these killers and child rapists openly boast now. It's all out in the open. And they have no shame. They don't have any regret what they're doing. They're protected by the law. They're protected by the system. And we've proven in practice that it's only we, the people, who are going to shut these monsters down. Now, I've been doing that over 25 years. We've forced the truth of genocide in Canada out into the open. We've saved many lives. We put the whole agenda of child trafficking on the global news networks. The reason that's happening so much is because of campaigns we started in the 1990s. And we forced Joseph Ratzinger and Pope Francis now out of their office. It shows you the power of a few people with the truth in their hands. Imagine if hundreds of you were doing that. We could bring down the system of child killing and genocide tomorrow. That's where you come in. This announcement is about a number of new initiatives beginning in the new year, starting probably by the last week in January, first week in February. Campaigns to not only perform citizen arrests on these known child raping priests, but enforce the common law verdicts against these institutions, the Catholic, Anglican, United Churches, the Government of Canada, the Crown of England, the Vatican. But more than that, we are actively training you, the citizens, to form in common law assemblies where you can take back power in your community. We've established these assemblies in New York, in Dublin, in Toronto, and that's the work we'll be doing over the next while. Now, to further this work, there's a number of things happening. On January 13th, we're resuming the broadcast of Here We Stand, our blog radio program, bbsradio.com/herewestand, every Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Greenwich time at that link, bbsradio.com link /herewestand. And starting on Sunday, January 13th, tune in. We'll be giving practical instruction, as we always do, about how to set up these common law assemblies, how to stop crimes in our community directly. Also, to further that work, because frankly it costs money, folks, as you know, it's $250 a month just to operate that show. We have a standing budget of between $2,500 and $5,000 a month to operate the International Tribunal of Crimes of Church and State, ITCCS.org, of which I'm the North American Field Secretary. And we need you to contribute. Go to ITCCS.org, hit the PayPal button there, and also, important announcement, we've just set up a Patreon site for my work. It's Patreon, patreon.com/Kevin Daniel Annett, one word. So Patreon is a way for you to become a regular pledger, a donor, to sustain this work every month. This life-saving work that needs to happen more and more. It's up to each one of you to take responsibility for that. If you want children's lives to be saved, if you want this growing corporate tyranny to be stopped in its tracks and return power to the people, that's what we're doing. We're not just talking about the problem. We're not just putting up various theories out of our own imagination about what the problem is. We have stopped these crimes on the ground. We've documented with hard evidence in our books, Murder by Decree, At the Mouth of a Cannon, the common law training manuals, that you need to equip yourself, whistleblower manual, common law training manual, both. And you can get all these at Amazon.com, put in the name Kevin Annett. But all of this takes funding and your active involvement. So that's where you all come in. Go to the Patreon site, www.patreon.com/Kevin Daniel Annett, A-N-N-E-T-T, and pledge support. Become a patron of this work. That's the only way this is going to happen on the ground, with your active support. Stay tuned at BBS Radio, January 13th, for more announcements. And if you're in America, in Canada, and Western Europe, I will be on speaking tour January right through to April. So write to me, thecommonland@gmail.com. Go to murderbydecree.com, ITCCS.org. Take a stand. There'll be more YouTube postings soon. Thank you.